Hi everyone, this is Laser from WGT's Rockstars Country Club. I thought I'd make this video about strategy and about what I would do different if I had it to do all over again. What would I do different to put my player in a better position to rank up faster, to not make the mistakes that most players make? So I thought I'd make a quick few-minute video to basically teach you the strategy behind WGT that usually takes you a long time to learn, and then you can't really undo your mistakes. So I really feel this video is going to help a couple people, if not a lot. So let's start by basically explaining the strategy. The whole idea behind WGT, if you're a serious player, is to be a consecutive days player. Now, that's going to open up your entire game, because without being a consecutive day player, you can forget about ever getting up to level 100 or beyond. That opens up the premium gear that if you can last that long without burning out, you'll be able to turn your whole game around. You'll start winning thousands of credits, dominating tournaments. You've got the best gear, and you're going to have the time of your life. But it's not easy to get there. So if you don't have a consecutive day streak going of at least, I'm almost on a year now, or better, you're going to have some difficulties. Now, I made a mistake. I let my bonus days go a year ago, and boy, did I regret it. So from this point forward, I've been pretty diligent to make sure that I keep my bonus day going. So that means that tomorrow, if I play and it's only a one hole closest to the hole, and it's, one hole event, I play with somebody and I get 47 base points for that, I'm also going to get 1948, so it's going to put me at 2000 XP a day, which that's what the owner is requiring for you to be a veteran rock star. And it's not that easy, but it does take being a consecutive day player. So what's the advantage of being a consecutive day player? Well, you'll be able to rank up to level 100 within a couple years if the day you start, you never stop. Meaning you always make sure you put in your bonus day, your bonus day game, which comes every 24 hours. You have to check your clock to see what time your area, the new day starts. That first game after the day is your bonus game. So if you play it and quit it, you pretty much shot yourself in the foot. If you play it without using a pass, you've shot yourself in the foot, because when you use a club pass, that's going to give you extra points on top of all the extra. So you'll go from, base points to well over 1,000, 1,500 if you know that it's your bonus game. You play a full 18-hole game, you finish it, and you use a club pass, you're going to be getting 2,000 XP a day. You're going to be literally ranking up when you're in the lower ranks. You're going to be ranking up literally every couple days, then it will go ranking up every week, and then slowly every month you'll be ranking up till you get to this higher levels. But if you let them expire and you start over, you've pretty much kissed your chance of becoming a champion, unless you really change the way that you strategize about playing WGT. It means, you can play many games, but if you don't have a consecutive day going and you don't use a pass on that game, which you only get one of them a day, it's the first game of the new day, then you've wasted it. So you're still going to be at a low rank, you're going to be at a low level, you're going to be at a low tier, and you're going to just struggle in WGT because it's not going to be coming easy. You've now made WGT much more difficult on you than what it was actually designed to be, because you didn't go out and learn what not to do in WGT. So to strategize in WGT, This is the number one thing you're going to take away from this video, is that you got to keep your bonus days going, because without this, you've closed the door from all that it opens. And there's many things, as I explained, that this opens up. Opens up faster gear. You rank up faster. And with those two things itself is how you're going to advance up to the tiers. Now, the second most important thing in strategizing is understanding a few more things about what you're doing in WGT and how you spend your time, and if in fact you're getting the maximum amount of XP for the time that you're spending. So if you're playing 5 or 6 small one-round games and only getting 20 XP every time you play, you're not going to get anywhere. So you've got to be willing to accept that you're going to have to put in 9-hole rounds. So might as well put those in the turf war, because without the 9-hole rounds and using a pass, you might as well decide this is only for fun. Don't get in any serious club, because you're just hurting yourself and your teammates. The second biggest thing that I recommend when it comes to your strategy is understanding your apparel and your gear that you play with. Because a lot of people make the mistake is that they get the wrong ball and gear combination. Now, here you can view all the specs for my clubs, for my spider putter, for my other equipment in my bag. And what you would notice is they all have the same meter speed. And the reason why is to go champion, you can't have 3 or 4 different meter speeds. If you have 3 or 4 different meter speeds, every backswing is different, and you can forget about going champion. So your strategy, on top of making sure you keep your consecutive day bonus going, is that you make the game fun and easy for yourself by making the right club combinations for your bag that make the game enjoyable and fun. And you'll know when you get the right ball with your clubs and it just seems to work a lot better than another. You'll get a good idea on building up your club set and not changing it. And that's one big mistake people make in their strategy, is they change up their gear a lot. Now, the other thing that I recommend in the strategy is understanding the difference in your abilities and appearance. Because when you have your apparel on and off, you're going to get completely 2 different characteristics in your clubs. So if you're so used to having a slow meter speed in the apparel gear, so you got slow meter speed in turf wars, but you then go play a stroke play, you are going to play horribly. So take that in mind, that when you pick your abilities, that you try not to pick the meter speed changes. You leave those alone, you choose another ability, and you rely on your clubs and your ball to slow down your meter speed. Don't use it here. Pick another choice. Why? Because you want to have the same consistent swing and tempo. Tempo, 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 tempo. Okay, we've covered that. Now, the other main important thing we're going to get at, which is part of your strategy, is your score. Now, this doesn't show my long history. Every time WGT resets its servers, it cuts off, I guess, just to purge its cache of the last scores. But you'll see I'm at 61.57. And the biggest mistake players make in WGT is they finish games that they're 10 over, 15 over, 20 over. This destroys your average, so you have to play so many under par rounds just to make up for that one horrible game you decided to finish. So you have to learn what they call to protect your average. to strategize in WGT, just like in real golf. Sometimes you have to know when to quit, because if you throw out your back or something's wrong and you don't withdraw from the tournament and your ego kept making you play, I think there's a movie out with Kevin Costner, you'll see where that got, okay? You have to know when your goose is cooked and to cut bait. So if you want to keep your average low, you're going to post all your great games and you're going to start quitting the games that are horribly bad. That's going to change your average dramatically. So now you'll start seeing your average start going lower because you've eliminated all the +5 rounds. If you ask me what's your cutoff, I would start at +5, then +4, then +3, +2, +1. And then once if you're not posting -0, even par or minus or below, you're going to be stuck at the level you're at. So each level you go up, you're going to have to compensate for the games that you finish and what you let go. That's why it's important for you to put in your bonus game in a game that doesn't affect your average, and the rest of the day you're spending to play that one perfect round that you can rank, and it's going to just kill your average. You're going to go, oh my god, I just went from 65 to 64.25 in one game. How did I do it? Well, you eliminated all of your over rounds, okay? And now all of a sudden you just crushed it and you posted a fantastic 9-hole and you go back and check your average, you'll see it's gone down. So the main 3 things that I've just explained is protecting your average, making sure you know your gear, and having a consecutive day program. That's going to put you in champion lane. Now, there's still going to be a lot of things you need to do to become champion, but if you're not doing those 3 basic things, forget about it. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your energy. Just have fun with WGT and just be happy being a tour pro forever, because if you don't change your ways, you're going to be stuck there. So good strategy in WGT will take you everywhere. So if you like this video, if you think it was beneficial, you think it would benefit other WGT players too, then you'll like and subscribe. That's going to tell the YouTube algorithm that I make good videos, and that there will start popping up on other WGT YouTube channel, and they'll click on it and they'll watch it, and they might even want to join WGT Rockstars because we're doing the extra, we're going the extra mile. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.